Alright guys, so welcome to the start of my F1 2016 Toro Rosso career mode. And yeah, this is gonna be kind of a different style to everyone else on YouTube. I'm gonna attempt to do like a TV broadcast career mode. So what you see on TV, if you watch Sky Sports F1, you'll see how they commentate, and they commentate over the whole race, obviously the whole race, but like on like different point of views of everyone. And so like people like Arava and Team at Marduk, they commentate over their career modes as if, you know, they say like, oh, and we're going down the inside. But you can see my name is Danny Miller. I picked Toro Rosso car 71. But so instead of saying we're going down the inside, here's an example coming up here. Say if this was in a racing situation, I'll be like, and Perez has got to run on Miller. Can Perez make a move on Danny Miller? No, Perez fists Miller up the arse. And no, I won't be saying stuff like that, but you know what I mean. It's going to be a bit kind of third person kind of commentary. But yeah, it's going to be replay cameras throughout the whole of the field. So not just the leaders from the back markers, but about halfway through the video, the replay cameras do fail on me. I didn't manage to get all of them, so from about it's literally about lap 3 or 4 that the replay cameras stop, and we'll just look at the point of view of me, so you'll be able to see this, but I'll still be commentating like the commentators in real life, so hopefully that'll add a bit more excitement to the career mode. I've chosen Toro Rosso because I want to make it a bit of a journey, not getting Toro Rosso to the front, but a typical journey of a Toro Rosso driver getting into Formula 1, moving up into Red Bull. And of course I'll be aiming to develop the car and challenging Red Bull and showing what I'm worth. Hopefully impress the teams like Max Verstappen did, build up a bit of a morale bank. But yeah, we're just as you can see here, we are going to still do development because we're in the middle of our practice programs. We were in the time management where Perez actually hit us, so we didn't manage to complete that. But we're going to complete the qualifying pace program. We get 50 resource point, 30 resource points for that. But if you hear my seat is really creaky, so just ignore it as we spin out the exit of turn 2. But yeah, straight on to qualifying now. I'm going to do this in this kind of form of commentary. And then as soon as after the qualifying results, I'll switch to the, you know, kind of crofty bundle kind of format. So that's the end of qualifying, and we are up into we're P13, Carlos Sainz is P8. But we're ready. Welcome along then to the 2016 Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix. 4 winter months of testing has gone by, and now we are ready for the first race of the season here in Albert Park. It's wet, it's windy, and we've got an absolutely fascinating race on our hands. Welcome along then to Albert Park. 16 corners, 2 DRS zones with a circuit length of 5.3 kilometers and a maximum speed of 330 kilometers per hour. Close proximity to the barriers make contact inevitable. So taking a look at the grid now, Nico Rosberg lines his silver arrows on pole with Mercedes lock out the front row. And then it's 2x2s, Ferrari lock out the second row and Red Bull lock out the third row. Massa and Button take 7th and 8th, and Sainz and Bottas fans out the top 10. Fernando Alonso missed out in Q3 and Nico Hulkenberg in 12th. Miller qualifies 13th and Sergio Perez in 14th. Romain Grosjean now qualifies both Renaults who are struggling in this Australian Grand Prix. Pascal Wehrlein, Marcus Ericsson, Rio Haryanto and Esteban Gutierrez make up the back row of the grid. So let's go on the formation lap. This man Danny Miller has a massive chance to make an impression today, but can he do it? Can he impress? We are ready for the Australian Grand Prix. We are 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out. Away we go. Hamilton gets an absolute blinding start and is already ahead of Nico Rosberg down into the first corner. Hamilton leads this Australian Grand Prix. A fantastic start. But we've got a bit of carnage at the back there. We've got Carlos Sainz. Yeah, that's the Toro Rosso into the grass. But the leaders are now getting away. And there's a lot of carnage at the back, on board with Marcus Ericsson, as most of the drivers now seem to have got away. We're now skipping to the front of the field. Hamilton leads the Australian Grand Prix from Rosberg, from Raikkonen, from Sebastian Vettel, and then the two Red Bulls follow suit behind. Rosberg's going to have to do something about Lewis Hamilton, not just this race but this season. He's going to have to improve a lot to try and beat Lewis Hamilton and knock him off the top step. He's been world champion for the last 2 years. Can Rosberg knock him off? Later on to the end of lap 1, here goes Carlos Sainz. He has a look at the Renault of Kevin Magnussen, but can't quite get past just yet as we head down towards turn 3. Very slippy conditions. It's going to be very difficult to try and overtake. Magnussen's going to make his car as wide as possible. Sainz puts it down the inside. The very slippery line locks up, almost careers into the side of Magnussen, but that is Sainz up into P14. And meanwhile, we've got Pascal Wehrlein trying to make a move on Nasser pushes him into the wall. Wehrlein tries to hold it on the outside, but they're really slowing each other up, and Romain Grosjean is trying to have a look now. Marcus Ericsson's getting involved. Palmer, Harrianto and Gutierrez. And Palmer's being pushed onto the grass, and he smashes right into the 150-metre board, braking board. And that is Palmer, who looks like he's got some front wing damage there, and he's going to have to pit at the end of his first Formula 1 race. What a shame for Julian Palmer. He was trying to impress the 144th British driver in Formula 1 and can't quite seem to manage the Renault power. Oh, he did get squeezed. It's just a shame for Julian Palmer. But meanwhile, we have the two Williams drivers fighting it out, and here goes Bottas now. Oh, down the inside, Valtteri Bottas trying to get down the inside of Massa. They're really slowing each other up. And now Jenson Button then is trying to challenge his former team, and Bottas gets ahead of Massa. And then we got Miller looking to pounce in the background, who's pulled away from Hulkenberg. We're on board now though with the man from Hartlepool, born in South Shields. He's going to try and make an impression in his first Formula 1 race. On board with Miller now as we head down the pit straight. He has a look at Button. Can that 2015 Ferrari engine do anything? He switches out but can't quite get ahead of his idol, Jenson Button. He's going to have to stick behind him for now as we head down to turn 3. Earlier we saw Carlos Sainz make a move on Magnussen. Can Miller do the same to Button? No, he can't quite. He sticks behind for now. On to lap 4. Miller is chasing down Jenson Button. Is he going to be able to make a move into this third sector? He looks at it, he brakes late, and he's actually going to go for it up the inside. That is very controlled and it's a fantastic overtake from Miller, and he is up into P9. Fantastic move, and now he's going to have to try and catch these two battling Williams in front. Hamilton sets a fast lap. The Grand Prix is running away with this race. Can Miller do anything about these two Williams? Bottas goes wide, and that allows Massa through. And this is going to allow Miller through as well. Is he going to put a move on Massa as well? Yes, he is. Massa has conceded the position, and Miller is ahead and up into P7. What a fantastic overtake for Miller. And he is absolutely flying in this wet conditions in the Australian Grand Prix. He's going to try and pull away now. Miller back down the inside of Massa then. We didn't quite see how Massa got ahead of Miller, but Miller gets back down the inside and is back up into P7. But Massa, you keep switching away from this battle and switching back. Massa just gets ahead, and then Bottas and Miller make slight contact. And back ahead goes Danny Miller and is into P8. What a move. But Massa is now under pressure from Miller in the second last lap. Miller slides it down the inside and is up into P7 as Hamilton heads on to his final lap of the race. So it's been an absolutely fantastic drive from Hamilton. He wins from Rosberg. and Kimi Raikkonen. But the story of today is Danny Miller, the rookie, is going to take points on his first ever race in Formula 1. What a drive! What a 7th place that is. Great points to take back to Italy, and great points to take to Bahrain as well. But Mercedes have come out on top once again in 2016. Is anyone going to be able to stop them this year? Lewis Hamilton wins the Australian Grand Prix. He starts his championship defence in style, and he is going to try and run away with this championship just like last year. Nico Rosberg is going to have to do something about him. It's going to be difficult, but he's going to have to try. Massa seems pretty happy with his day's work in 8th place, but the drivers are making their way out onto the podium now. After a hard-fought race, the champagne sprays on the top of the Melbourne podium. Round 1 goes to Lewis Hamilton, the first blood goes to Lewis Hamilton, and we have an exciting season ahead of us in 2016. So, taking a look at the standings at the end of that race, Lewis Hamilton, of course, wins ahead of Rosberg and Raikkonen. Vettel comes in 4th ahead of Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Miller in a fantastic 7th place, beating the 2 Williams drivers who he could have went. He has said he could have went to Williams and completely dropped the Red Bull Young Driver Programme. And Jenson Button rounds off the top 10. Sergio Perez in 11th, Carlos Sainz 12th. Julian Palmer finishes last after that one stop. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed that race. It was a bit jumbled all over the place with the replay cameras stopping, but I will get better at this throughout the season. Yeah, the fact, that it did sound a bit weird going from one clip to another, the fact I couldn't talk from one clip to another, because that doesn't really happen in real life, to go from one lap to another and still talk in between, because that's just impossible. But once I get the replay cameras sorted, I can then do that, because that happens. But if you guys just want to see the regular style career mode, then let me know. I just thought it'd be something different, but I will try and get all the replay cameras for the next one. It will be a better version next time around, so stick around for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.